So this is pretty priceless. There's a ton of buzz on the net about someone breaking into Fothra's place. Fothra's been throwing credits around to find out who did it. No takers. Nimro's paying them to keep quiet. He's having way too much fun watching Fothra suffer.
Nice to be able to keep tabs on things.
You know, Brayden used to say I was unique for having this HoloNet link. But I have no clue how I got it. I've had this implant forever. Parents must have had me teched out as a baby. Who does that?
It gets the job done.
Oh, no question. Still, you know, most people have to get their own implants. Brayden was always encouraging me to look for my past, and I figured street kid from Nar Shaddaa, what's to know? Now, gotta admit he was right. Something weird there.
Digging around might turn up something useful.
Maybe I will. Thanks. Really, I appreciate it. Notice the Great Hunt never sends us anywhere nice. The Empire's been fighting for control of Balmorra for years. Death tolls in the high 7 figures.
Guess the death toll isn't high enough if they're still fighting.
The Resistance fighters have a lot of support. Rumor is, the Republic never really left. Let's see what Krista has to say about our job here. It's starting the holo now.
Welcome to Balmorra, Hunter. Your target is the right impressive Admiral Iverness. They call him Admiral Untouchable. Spends all his time on a fancy flagship surrounded by armed soldiers. Can't kill what you can't touch, Hunter. You gotta lure Admiral Iverness off his flying fortress and down to Balmorra. To make things even more interesting, no friendly contacts here. You gotta figure this out yourself. And don't forget, the job ain't done till you're the only hunter left standing. Good luck.
Mako, get me everything you can find on Admiral Iverness.
Already on it. Logging into the Imperial network now. He's a war hero, alright. Actually won some battles against the Mandalorians. Wonder if that's how he got on the list. This is interesting. Turns out one of the Admiral's toadies is in the market for a bounty hunter.
Let's get every piece of information on them you can pull down.
The job listing contact is Lieutenant Major Pirel. And get this, discretion is of the utmost importance. Whatever this is, Pirel wants it secret.
Let's apply for a job and see if we can't work our way up to the Admiral.
Lieutenant Major Pirel's office is at the Imperial base in Sobrik. Let's go impress him and see where it leads.
You there, bounty hunter! We want to work with you!
Take a number and get in line.
You see this blaster? It means we get to jump to the front of the line.
We've come to collect a debt from you, and we expect payment in full. We Corellians are very particular about our debts.
You killed our brother Vex, you pile of scum! You got anything to say for yourself?
Vex had a bounty on him. I'm a bounty hunter. End of story.
He was that Corellian bank robber on Hutter, right? The fast draw guy.
You couldn't take him in a stand-up fight, so you shot him in the back. Now you're going to pay the price.
The name Taro Blood ring a bell? He told us how you slaughtered Vex and then killed the old man, Brayden, when he discovered your crime.
Brayden? I can't believe even Taro would stoop that low.
This pair of Corellians are nothing but Taro's pawns.
Enough, let's fry the scum and be done with it.
You're dead!
Welcome to the office of Lieutenant Major Perel. I am ODX-9. How may I be of assistance?
Perel sent for me, didn't he tell you?
That's odd. I have no record of an appointment in my scheduling databanks. If I may inquire, with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I'm a bounty hunter. That's all you need to know.
A bounty hunter? Oh, how interesting. I don't believe I've ever met one of you. My sincerest apologies, but the Lieutenant Major is currently in a meeting and cannot be disturbed. Thank you for visiting Lieutenant Major Perel's office. Have a pleasant day.
Get the Lieutenant Major, right now.
Oh, yes, right away. I'm so sorry to bother you, Lieutenant Major.
The Republic had better be bombing the planet, you worthless piece of junk.
Sir, forgive me. I had no choice. There's someone here.
I don't care who's out there, you scrap pile. I told you I was not to be disturbed.
I hear you're looking for a professional problem solver.
Sir, shall I call security?
No. That's not necessary. Send our guest in right away. This time, make sure we are not disturbed for any reason. Any reason. Understood?
Perfectly, sir. I will unlock the door right now.
Perel's our only connection to Admiral Iverness, so let's make the Lieutenant Major a very satisfied customer.
My apologies for the poor welcome. I never informed that idiot droid I was hiring a bounty hunter. I'm assistant to the naval attaché of the governor of Balmorra. I specialize in intelligence gathering.
Master is wise and powerful.
This is Mergier, an amusing gift from a friend on Drummond Cass. What she lacks in intelligence, she makes up for in entertainment value. Let's get down to business, shall we? My superior, Colonel Sartius, is an incompetent fool. I toil in his shadow, though his job should rightfully be mine.
I kill him, you get a promotion.
If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, my superior is popular with the right people. But what's most infuriating is that Colonel Sartius has the full confidence of Admiral Iverness. Colonel Sartius remains in power because he excels at hiding his gross incompetence from the Admiral. But we're going to tear down that facade.
The Colonel loses his job, Admiral Iverness comes here and gives you a promotion.
We're going to work well together. I can tell. I want you to create problems for Colonel Sartius. Problems I'm confident he can't deal with. Your missions will involve plenty of mayhem and destruction. And the pay is quite generous. Interested?
Generous pay is my favorite term.
Excellent. We speak the same language, then. Your first target is the Okara droid factory. Before the Empire invaded Balmorra, we sabotaged the facility, turning the droids into crazed killing machines. Colonel Sartius is very close to deciphering the facility's control codes. If he does, it will bring the droids fully under the Empire's control. The Colonel cannot be allowed such a victory. I sent a data slicer to enter a code-scrambling virus into the facility's computer system.
Very sneaky, Lieutenant Major.
Yes, I was rather proud of that plan myself. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The security team escorting the slicer was killed by the facility's droids. Now the slicer is trapped inside. The slicer refuses to input the virus until I send a rescue team. I'm sending you. The slicer's name is Zalia. Force her to input the virus into the system. Then eliminate her. No loose ends. We'll have more business to discuss when you return.
The Bounty Hunter. I've heard of you. I'm Fixer 66. I'm with the Operations Branch of Imperial Intelligence, and if you have a moment, I'd like to show you something.
I see you're monitoring communications. What more should I know?
On the left is an ordinary Republic comm unit issued to Resistance fighters. You've probably seen hundreds before. This other one is a Republic comm unit that has undergone some surgery. Please look, don't touch. The second one contains a half kilo of high explosive that detonates when the talk button is pressed.
I assume this is meant to deal with the Resistance.
Yes, the plan is to take a few of these sabotaged comm units behind the Resistance's lines and plant them on their dead. The Resistance should soon salvage the comms and take them back to their headquarters. The resulting explosions will cripple and panic them. We'd prefer someone like you to take point. Someone who won't break if captured and who can go without reinforcements. Can you do this?
Let's make this happen.
Head over to our technical man, a Balmorra local we drafted. The men call him Toybox. He'll give you the ordnance and show you how to transport it safely.
Keep trying to raise them. I may have another avenue. You, Bounty Hunter. I'm Major Tyrus, commander of the 2nd Battalion. I'll be blunt. I need someone who can pull a rescue operation immediately and keep their mouth shut afterward.
If it's this urgent, why hide it?
Because the colonels don't like it when you can't find an entire platoon of your top soldiers. We sent them into the Akara droid factory for a covert electronic operation. 8 hours ago, their communications blacked out, which means the droids are onto them.
That doesn't exactly sound good.
I'll be frank. Other than grass, the soldiers are the only living things within a click of that factory. That's the droid's protocol. Nothing survives. So when I say I need you to find 1st Platoon, I mean it.
I'll head to the Okara factory immediately.
Their ranking officer is Lieutenant Rutao. If the droid's got him, then please, take command and lead the unit back.
Fixer 66 called with the details. I've got your comm units rigged and ready to go. Oh, my name's Toybox, or that's what they call me. I used to make... well, never mind. Quite a plan the Fixer's got. What do you think of it?
I like it. It exterminates the Resistance in their nests.
The Resistance, or anyone else that picks up the comm unit. He's assuming soldiers will be the ones stripping any Resistance bodies, but civilians pick over bodies all the time. Refugees, sympathizers, sometimes you'll even see children do it.
I don't see the issue.
Look, you may not lose any sleep over it, but you have to admit we're aiming for soldiers, right? They're higher value targets. While I was making the bombs, I remembered I had some empty grenade casings lying around. Now, a comm unit anyone will activate. But if we trapped a grenade to explode when armed, only soldiers will be in the blast. What would you think of that?
Give me the grenades. I'll put them to use.
Here, they're all of the same type, so you don't confuse them with any you might be carrying. Just put them on the Resistance bodies, and Fixer 66 will love the results, I guarantee it.
Get down! The droid patrols will spot you. Sorry to be jumpy, but if they find one of us, they'll find all of us.
I'm Lieutenant Rutal, 5th Infantry, 2nd Battalion, Besh Company. I'd say 1st Platoon, but there isn't one anymore.
Major Tyrus sent me to find your platoon. What happened?
A slaughter. We were on our way to upload viruses into the network of the Okara droid factory. A probe spotted us, and pretty soon battle droids had us surrounded. Droids aren't like people. They don't retreat. They don't accept surrender. They just keep exterminating. So now it's up to me.
You're wounded and alone. You're asking to get killed.
Pain is in the mind. This ankle looks bad, but it's not an essential bone. The mission is what matters. If I can ambush enough patrols of battle droids, I can upload my packets and run before my painkiller wears off. What else can I do? I'm not going to ask you to go where I wouldn't.
Your courage is admirable, but unnecessary. Give me the viruses.
You do have a maneuverability advantage. If you're keen to do it, I guess that's best. Here are the virus packets. Your targets are the probe droids that travel with patrol escorts of battle droids. Destroy the battle droids, then use this security spike to crack the probes. They'll upload the viruses right into their network.
You're Azalea the Slicer, right? Perel sent me.
Thank the stars. I don't know how much longer I could have held out. My reconnaissance team was evaluating the factory's computer systems when the droids overpowered us. The droids slaughtered my team. I've been stuck here for days without food, water, or sleep.
I know why you're really here, Zalia.
You know about my mission? Then you should also know why I can't complete it. I already told Perel. If I put the virus in the computer's control program, it'll trigger alarms. Those droids will swarm us.
I'll make a nice big scrap pile out of them.
There are dozens of them out there. Crazy killing machines. You can't fight them all.
We've gotten out of way worse situations. We'll be fine.
You're totally set on this, aren't you? Okay. Here goes nothing. I can't believe we're still alive.
Don't get all excited about surviving.
Why would you say that? I never thought I'd get out of this mess alive. I'm bailing out of here before more droids show up. Running away never felt so good.
My contract with Perel stipulates no loose ends. That means you.
Oh. Oh no. Please don't kill me. I swear I'll go straight. I'll never slice another computer. Just let me go!
You're asking me to break my deal with Perel.
I have a family to take care of. Parents who depend on me. I'm begging you.
Perel's an idiot anyway. He'd never know if you let her go.
I never want to see you again. Got it?
You won't. Thank you.
You're alive. And not only that, my comlink is picking up signals again. Is everything uploaded?
There were some rough spots, but nothing I couldn't handle.
Now it's my turn. I'll aim our scanners at the Okara droid factory to measure the extent of the damage the virus has caused. If the computer core shuts the probes down, I can record how long a window that creates for future assaults.
You're a few bolts short of a droid.
Ha! No, scanning from here is no risk compared to what you just did. I'll find a secure spot and call a medical ship soon. I cannot express what your success will mean. Not to me, I'm nothing, but to the families of the men who died for this mission. Those soldiers did not fail their empire, nor did their empire fail them.
Lieutenant Rutow reported in. He says you completed the platoon's objective alone.
Rutow is too humble. He expended great effort to carry on the mission.
We will recover him when possible. Now, a new development demands attention. Our battalion may have been unable to assist the platoon at Okara, but I assure you they were not sitting idle. Auric and Crash companies, and the remainder of Besh, simultaneously invaded rebel posts in Broken Valley. They found something.
Give me something actionable.
I'm getting to it. I don't have some neatly packaged assassination dossier. This is fresh off the comm. Our droids went through the rebel databanks and pulled out messages about them occupying a tunnel network we call Cave 52. The rebels are in Broken Valley, and they're moving in cargo. All indications are that this load is special.
Bombs work wonders on caves. Have you contacted the Air Force?
No. We want the cave contents undamaged. The rebels transferred in elite units. This is something they don't want us to have. If our whole battalion comes knocking, they'll evacuate immediately. We'll need a small, fast attack to get inside K-52. The guerrillas know the tunnels quite well, so I suspect they have ambush points.
It doesn't matter where they hide. Their fate will be the same.
Good. Word will spread about the captured posts, so I would head to Broken Valley immediately. We'll have a surveillance officer monitoring K-52's largest entrance. His name is Trecht. When you've seen the cargo, report to him, and he'll contact me on a secure frequency. Go in strength.
There's been chatter on the Resistance frequencies while you were off planting the ordnance. Resistance grenades have been malfunctioning. Would you know anything about that?
It was a strategy to ensure military targets. I will take both the credit and the blame.
Civilian casualties are intentional. Both civilian and Resistance must fear the bombs. It's how we kill their morale. But besides that point, when you countermand my orders, Imperial troops need to be notified of any change. We now have to throw out every salvaged grenade in the mix because we don't know which ones are rigged to blow.
Is this job finished?
Be grateful that you are not part of our rank structure. For his part, Toybox will spend a few days in the stockade and receive lashes. You I cannot punish, but I would offer free advice. There are people on this planet who replace everyday items with explosives. Do not push them beyond reason.
Okay?
Welcome back. I take it everything went well, and the Okara droid factory is running smoothly? And what about Zalia? I trust that Slicer won't be a problem.
The Slicer was just another unfortunate casualty of war.
The Admiral will soon see my worth.
Master is so wise.
Remain silent, my pet, or I shall discipline you again. And you don't want that, do you? Here is your payment for taking care of the Slicer, my friend. Excellent work. Your next assignment concerns the local fauna. Colonel Sartius is responsible for keeping our citizenry safe from the deadly colicoids infesting this planet.
Never heard of these colicoids before.
Colicoids are vicious, giant insect-like creatures that devour anything in their path. Their exact origin on Balmorra is unclear. After the Empire's invasion, the Balmorrans released mutated colicoids into the wilderness. The creatures successfully bred and have become a plague on the population. The colicoids have become almost docile in recent months. Attacks are down all across the planet. That makes Colonel Sartius look like he's got this plague under control. But we know better, don't we?
I'm not interested in guessing games, Perel. What's your plan?
Simple. If docile colicoids are the problem, then we must strive to make them hostile again. The last time they attacked in force was when a survey team accidentally encountered a colicoid queen. It took 5 squads to kill her.
Esupuda no pajunki, vaguta jiuta vukise. Guptola dupatwana dwana wanki slimo pod yukata janga.
I'm following you.
Kiko ubakili, wata bunga dunko, putoga wata.
Place this sonic device near the nest entrance. It will confuse and anger the colicoids. Kill any drones and warriors you see. Eventually, the Queen will reveal herself. The sonic device will disorient her, leveling the playing field so you get a fair shot. Be fast and careful.